Once upon a time, there was a poor man who wandered from city to city in search of work, but no one would hire him. Exhausted and frustrated, he went to a church and loudly exclaimed, "Lord, how long will you keep me poor?" The priest heard him and scolded him, saying, "This is not how you should pray." The poor man replied, "Fine, then just give me some work, so I won't have to say these words again." The priest said, "All right, I need a clerk for this church, someone to keep records of visitors and manage the church's expenses. You can take this job. I will pay you $50 a month, along with food and lodging." The man immediately agreed. The priest gave him a ledger and a pen, and the man became the church clerk. Every day he reported all the details of the church's affairs to the priest. After a week, the priest said, "Bring your own ledger so we can compare this week's income and expenses." The man replied, "Sir, I don't know how to read or write. I've been keeping all the accounts in my head." The priest said, "Why didn't you tell me before? I needed someone who could read and write. Take these $50 and go find another job." The man left the church with the $50 and soon noticed two people talking. One said to the other, "I've lent you $50. Now do some trade with it, make a profit, and return my original money later." Hearing this, the man thought, "I also have $50. Maybe I should try trading." He went to the market and carefully observed. He noticed that the rich people in the city ate bread with tomatoes, but tomatoes did not grow locally. They were imported from faraway regions, and many would spoil during the long journey. Because of the costs and risks, only 2 or 3 merchants handled this trade, charging high prices. The man decided to buy tomatoes from distant regions and sell them here. He knew where tomatoes were cheap and abundant, so he went there, purchased them, and brought them to the city. He sold them at a modest profit, and on the very first day, all the tomatoes sold quickly, earning him a good profit. He enjoyed the work, and over time, he became one of the biggest merchants in the area. He even hired helpers to assist him. Once traveling to a place where Spanish was spoken a language he did not know, he went to a restaurant and couldn't understand the menu. He called one of his helpers and said, "Tell me what these dishes are." The helper was surprised. "Sir, you're such a successful merchant, yet you don't know Spanish," the man replied. "I'm illiterate." The helper said, "Sir, you became a great merchant even though you couldn't read. Imagine if you had studied a few classes, who knows how much greater you could have been and where you might have been today." The man smiled and said, "Where would I have been? If I had studied, I would probably be working as the church clerk, earning $50 a month.